Sorry guys, I'm trying to get this chat thing straightened out. The application I use, they changed up the UI and it went funky on my OBS. So I was sitting here trying to fix that right now. My bad. I did not know. I was not expecting this. Okay. Anyway, so feels like I haven't streamed in like months, and I know it's only been a day. I'm proud of myself. My wallet is ashamed, though I managed to get crypto and the second fusion of BB in the last couple of days. Uh-oh. Hey, what's up, Jackson? You just got the new recruitment? Congratulations. I'm waiting on mine, and my wallet is, I don't know. I don't know. I want to get it free to play. I'm being stubborn, but it may not happen. Yeah, I haven't read any. All I saw was and I meant to in terms of the new characters. I haven't read anything in particular yet. Like I saw the little page or whatever. Let's go to news real quick. Exclusive. Celebrate the premiere. Blah 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 blah. And then he's making his season debut. If they have the kits, then I'll just do a video on this. What's up, Spike? Spike. Wait, no, I need to see your message. Never mind. I'll hit you up. Um, Let me go ahead and put something. Let me go ahead and try this again. What was it doing? Because I want to see. This is loud. I want to see this announcement. Maybe I'll do a reaction. If it's is his kit actually in the blog, the blog post? What's going on here? Why did I lose? I'm trying not to use tactical, so we'll just run this again because I don't think I lost by much. AKA the 11th Street Kids. High damage, elite. Okay, so that's just the basic like announcement. If they had anything with like kits in it. New code 1A I've tried. Oh, but you can do 1A with the lowercase a too. They gotta be a little bit more creative, right? And they only just this is the funny part. They only just now announced the HBO Max thing. I had a video on that when, and I even did the video late. That's been going on for like a week and a half. Their news department. I thought crypto was free to play. I have last chance tomorrow over him. I hope. That's me too. That's me too, Rooms. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I feel like because I got the tank free to play. I thought it was gonna be the same thing, and I guess you have to have some luck, but crazy good codes indeed. I guess you have to have some luck or a lot more luck, but I thought for sure I was gonna get him free to play. But like I said before, we have 2 days left. Now is the time to panic. Now is the time to panic that you won't get crypto. Um, yeah, I hope I get. I have to pick. I have one pick in 7 tomorrow. Wait. Oh, see, I only have like 4 or 5. No, I think I have like 6 squares left. So I think I have 2 picks. I think you get like 2 a day once you get to the last one, right, P-Moy? I think. Well, fingers crossed. Jeez. Pretty well. But now we can panic. It's 2 days left. Yeah, stupid luck. I guess it's everything with the gotcha game. I was so convinced because I had the tank. And the thing is, and the worst part, when you spend that like $5 to get to try for free to play or to try to get it, you only get 2 pulls. It's not like they give you 10 for putting in $5. You get 2 pulls at it, so you might still not get it. Okay, so we lost this last time. How did we lose this last time? What happened? But yeah, I'm saving up, and I don't know if this is the right thing to do. Uh, I've put the diamonds to the side and kept buying the super encrypted tokens every day with the idea that I'm gonna pull Peacemaker. Now, is it the right thing for me to do as a content creator? Yes, I need to go ahead and make videos on him, whatever, whatever. But at the same time, I'm wondering, because I really, 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 really want to take Ocean Master up to rank 9. I might even do, well, I mean, you guys saw the Last board, you get 1 square a day. Um, is it just one? At the end of the day, because I did 2 today. That's my question. At the end of the day, it's just a reinforcement, not some game breaking stuff. Batmobile do fine. Yeah, true. But the problem with Batmobile, and this is what I should have put in the beginner's guide, is that if you don't know how big of a deal the Batmobile is and you don't like actively go for it, you can miss out on it. And I just happen to be a massive Batman fan, so when I saw Batmobile, I was like, okay. And then everything I did was in line with getting it, and that should be like the first bit of advice, which is let the Batmobile, whatever it takes, whatever you have to do, let that be your guide to get that reinforcement. Anyway, yeah, the no crypto thing would be disappointing. Gotta be honest. But again, it's not like to Napo's point. It's not like you're missing out on Superman DCU, and he's not even game breaking. But I like DCU. However, and I think this is not his fault. I think it's my style of play. I put out that Bloodsport video. I am in love with Bloodsport now. Anything block, I love it. Hey, have you been streaming? I didn't stream yesterday, so I did stream on Wednesday, which felt like super brief, and I didn't stream yesterday, and now it feels like I haven't streamed in like months. But yesterday, this week has been a very, very, very long week, a very long week, and then to top it off, yeah, I can say this. So to top it off, I had like a date tonight, but I ended up waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, laying in bed and not being able to go to sleep because I was paying. Like I ended up waking up not being able to go to sleep, so I just started paying bills, and that doesn't help you go to sleep. So yeah, I don't know what kind of energy level I'm supposed to have after going to basketball during my lunch break. By the way, for I'm gonna be falling asleep at 8 o'clock. Jesus. Anyway. So as well trained and geared Wonder Woman. My point is focused on gearing up to. Yeah. But I get it if it's still disappointing. But yeah, that's basically where my head is right now, is gearing up to. But it still can be disappointing. I'm wondering because now I'm getting to the level. Was it? I'm at 30 something or another 37, and I'm trying to make decisions about expanding the roster. Honestly, that's the Ocean Master versus Peacemaker thing. Save up for Peacemaker. I need like 50 super encrypted tokens, I think, to get to the guaranteed. I have like, no, it's going to be more than 50. It's going to be like 67. And then I'll get the guaranteed. I have like 17, 20 saved up. But I'm missing out on more pulls towards Ocean Master. And I kind of feel like I want a rank 9 Ocean Master over like a rank 7, rank 6, whatever it is you can take them up to at first, Peacemaker. Just for like right now to get things going. Because the Peacemaker Nightwing combo with Bloodsport is carrying me in some aspects of this game right now. Next time we throw hands, you're going to say hello to Parallax. Well, that's the thing too. Parallax, the one benefit, not one, but one of the benefits of this event is that I'm stacking up those tokens so I can buy Parallax. However, and I think Napo made this point last time, when that does happen though, it will be, am I buying Parallax or am I buying crypto? If I don't get crypto this time. If you have HBO Max, you need to connect to the account. If you don't have HBO Max, you're gonna have to get HBO Max. But if you have HBO Max, all you have to do is like you have a DC Worlds account that doesn't really do anything. They just have announcements there, and I guess they give you some prizes. You can just go to DC Worlds Collide, and I think it says Connect at the top. And when you go down there, you can connect your PlayStation, your Twitch account, all that other stuff, and it'll say HBO Max, US only. And then that's where you can connect that. But you have to go on their website. For now, I'm stuck, so I'm trying to save resources for a week, just doing daily missions and progress later. That's kind of what I do. When I get like hard stuck, then I try to find the little ways I can improve characters. All right, and this actually is towards the goal of completing 3010, so I can get that thing on the guide. I don't even know what that is, honestly. My hot take, if any player takes all the resources, including money, they use it to get crypto and invest all that in a smarter way, their team would be better. Oh, no. Here's the thing, though. And that's not a disagreement, but part of this is you're taking the strictly progress in the game perspective, which I like, cool, 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 cool. But you're leaving out the fan perspective. So that's why I had, like I said before, that's why I had the Batmobile, because it was like, oh, Batmobile, I'm getting it. So like if you're a Superman fan and a fan of crypto, it's just disappointing. It's just disappointing. That's what they're counting on. They want you to pull out your wallet. Crypto wasn't going to change the game for anybody. But if you want to progress, yeah, doing especially the badges. I underestimated the badges so much. And the more I just looked at it as a thing to add stats, but the more I like look through the stats and what they do, Jesus, they are so good. They are so good. I'm debating on how necessary artifacts are. They're good. I'm not saying they're not good, but I think that progression in the game can happen fairly on the same pace with it without the artifacts. Like they're good. I'm not saying they're not good or not worth going after, but if I was gonna say which one to invest in, it'd be badges. Um, because at least with gear, when I'm investing in one or two gear pieces, it can have a trickle down effect. So between crypto and another reinforcement is the net difference. That is not that much at the end of the day. Um, I'm hungry. Okay, that was a random thought. So yeah, the game news. I wanted to do a game music, but they haven't released a kit or anything. Yeah, I was blown when I was 1 minute off from getting the. Yeah, that. Yeah, I think I got it on like the second to last day or something like that. But I was in panic mode though. I was in panic mode. Um, Also, what I didn't realize, and this is just stupid me. This is not it. This isn't even a. I haven't said it in one way or another. I really like Black Canary, and now that I'm up to levels like 240, I thought still that even though they can only go up to rank 8, they would still go up to level 240 if they were in level link. But that's their max like ceiling, so they can't go past 220, and that bothers me because it. I didn't think of it that way because if you have them just rank 6, then they'll still go beyond what the rank 6 is, which I think is like level 180 or something, level 160. If they're rank 6, you can still take them up to level 190 if they're in level link. But then there's a hard cap on their limits at the top. So my rank 8 Black Canary doesn't go up past 220. I don't like it. Yeah, I wish I had started with Zatanna. Yeah, that's the thing too. Her level 3 is basically the same as using Cheeto on your team. I did not even know that. Thank you for that. But that's the other thing too. So now I wish, because before what I did was just that balance thing of, I'm just gonna put some everywhere. I'm gonna put some everywhere. And it was like, no, you're better off finishing a tier and then moving on to the next tier and moving on to the next tier instead of half-assing all of them. To guarantee crypto, mm, yeah, I'm not paying that much for crypto. It's kind of like that's the point where Napo's thing comes in for me, where it's like, he'd be good to have. I'm not spending 20 on him though. He'd be fun. He'd be nice. He'd be cool. Probably has a nice animation. I'm not spending 20 on him though. Yeah. Like I would have for like now that I know what Mr. Terrific is, I spend way more than 20. Um, I would have for DCU. Maybe I should do a tier list as well coming up soon. I feel more confident in my knowledge of at least the epics. With Mr. T and Flash, you don't need Black. True, and I haven't used her as much. And there was who else did I just have that I figured out put silence out? Because oh no, Bloodsport. Also with Bloodsport, you don't have to because if you can keep using his advanced attack, which happens if you're putting him on a block team, he puts out silence on the support every single time. So it is so good. Maybe I shouldn't do duos. Maybe I should do trios because it's Bloodsport, Ocean Master, Nightwing. That they are what is up. Period. And then I was thinking Lex, Jessica Cruz, and I'm trying to think of somebody else who does Shield. And I didn't want it to be Guy Gardner, although Guy Gardner's passive shield is pretty good. Um, but yeah, other trios like Superman DCU, Superman OG, Starfire, and Superboy. But I need to rank up Superboy or get his frags to rank him up. But that trio together, I don't. Even if you don't like block, in the way that I don't like sacrifice. Now I'm kind of now that I just said, oh man, I just screwed my own argument. I talk too much. Damn, I talk too much. I was about to say, even if you don't like block as a concept in the game, those three together, you do it anyway because they're that good. That is the argument everyone has been making to me about Weasel and Constantine. And so, if I am that adamant about block and I know how good it is, I cannot then deny others who have that same feeling about sacrifice despite my skepticism. I just talked myself into having to friggin' level up Constantine. I'm an idiot. Oh, what's going on with the watch party? I caught one of your videos and something got changed. So I know I'm doing the Flashpoint Paradox tomorrow. My worry right now, and I think you're on the Patreon, I'm going to put it on the Patreon. I may have to cancel the Black Adam one because I am terrified that they're going to give me a copyright strike. Because everything that I've been reading is that if you're doing reactions to it and you're talking, it should be okay, but there's still a chance of a strike. If they told me like it's just a claim and I can't monetize it, cool. But if they give me a strike, then they won't. They might even suspend my ability to stream, and so where I'd only be uploading videos. And so that is where I'm kind of like worried. So I'm doing Flashpoint Paradox because one, I think it's already available for free on YouTube anyway. Two, I've seen other content creators do some of the DC animated movies. So it seems to be okay. And three, it's like a test run. And if everything goes okay, here's the idea of what I'm going to do. Just see if everything is okay. I'm going to run, I'm going to upload Black Adam with all of the modifications I would make when watching the movie. And then if there is a claim on it, then I'll be like, okay, that's one thing. But if there's like a strike or something like bigger deal, then I'll be like, okay, let's back up. Pandora self heals and heals the entire team. I'm working on Pandora. I like her and I want to do her guide, but I just haven't had a chance. I haven't had a place to use her yet. Why did this team lose? What is this? I need to pay more attention. Sorry, like Canary, I think Rumble has less restrictions. It's not necessarily about restrictions per se. This is like a legal thing. So even if they have less restrictions and they allow me to stream, if WB gets a hold of it, which I'm doing content on everything, they can then still file a claim, and then that's where the legalities become an issue. And so that way, like the restrictions don't matter. Can you just stream over Discord? Same thing. Same thing. It's a legal part. But that's the thing. I'm going to test it with Flashpoint Paradox because I think, and this is the other part of it too. It depends on the restriction they have. So, for example, I'm going to just use different movies as an example. Superman. If I did Superman now, they would probably give me an immediate like strike and say, "Don't do that. That's still in theaters. What are you doing?" If I do Black Adam, for example, they may go to the stream and interrupt it and say, "You can't show this as a stream. You can show it as a video." They're going to turn on monetization, and then they're going to take all of the money that happens when you guys watch that on my channel. Then there's the other thing of where they're like, okay, look, you're talking throughout it. Let's go back. Let's say back to Dark Knight, right? Even older movie. They'll say, look, you can stream it. We're not going to take money off of it, or we'll do a split. We'll let you take 50% of the money, and then you take 50% of the money that you get. And then you have something like Flashpoint Paradox where they're like, look, you're just advertising this movie for us. So long as you don't make it like straight up showing the movie and you're in front of it and you've put graphics and you're talking, they don't care. Just do whatever you want. And then we are happy that this movie that is damn near 15 years old is getting play and getting like free promotion. So it depends on what level of restriction they have on that content, which is ID'd not through the image, but through like digital means. It's audio, it's visual, and there's something else in the encoding so that they can detect it. So Another way of putting it is like, for example, if I'm chatting over the Black Adam movie, they're good with it so long as I keep talking and don't leave like 5 minutes of empty space. And then I have 5 minutes of the movie, it gets detected. They're like, what are you doing? So I'd have to talk through the whole thing. Whereas with Flashpoint Paradox, they're like, just so long as you got something on the stream, bro, we don't care. Just do you. Not even if it's private. It's not a private, listed, unlisted thing. They have like if you look at the Discord stuff, they have the restrictions set up there for you. You'll see it. So like it's not even about the private thing because even if I get away with it, they can still attack me legally after the fact. Just showing it isn't the issue. I mean, it is the issue, but showing it, getting away with showing it doesn't mean I avoid legal consequences. Like if you ram into somebody's car and damage it and then drive away, just because the cops didn't stop you then doesn't mean they're not coming to your apartment later. They're gonna knock on your door and be like, yo, you hit this car, you took off. You're gonna have to pay for that. So yeah, that's the thing. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. I will do Flashpoint Paradox. And here's the thing, it may run and they may just terminate it. And actually that's the funny thing too, I'd rather know like ahead of time before actually. See, why did we lose last time then? Is it really just if I watch it, the RNG's better? What about locals? A lot of people run watch. That's different because you're not distributing content. It's a distribution law. So if you're like sitting down with a bunch of people in a room that's considered private because you are showing it on the screen, but when you're streaming it out to people, that's considered distribution. So it's the same thing in like the Super Bowl. Like you can put it in a bar and you can watch it in a bar with 100 people. I can't take the Super Bowl and then stream it on the internet without like the express written consent of the NFL. You know what I mean? That's why they put that there. Oh, I got something for you. I got something for you. Hold up. I got something for your ass. Hold up. But yeah. Or do I need to do the Zatanna version? So I'd be sure to get. I think I need to do the Zatanna version. I think I need to do the Zatanna version. Yo, if you haven't seen this, you'll see why I'm very excited about this. Most of you have probably already seen it. I did it in a video as well, so I am super excited to be able to use this. Yay! Although tactical error, I'm just trying to get by it right now, and this will be fun. Okay. Well, let me lock this before it gets moved on the screen. Has he done his ultimate yet? He did, so I didn't get the. Did I get it? Okay. Like this is the when I see Kid Flash thing. This is what's going to happen, dog. This is what's going to happen. Yeah, every time I fail a level, I run it again with. Yeah, it like if it's like just looking at it, I was like, yo, there's no way that team should lose. Flash, they stand no chance against this lineup. They stand. Maybe I should do trios instead of duos. Actually, guys, let me know what you think real quick because it even seems like they're presenting the. I just saw how funny of a face I made. That doesn't make me feel good about myself. I just saw like because they even released the teams as trios, like Justice Gang, like what is it, the 11th Street Kids, which just sounds. Y'all really want me to watch that show, huh? So I'm wondering, I was gonna do duos, but should I do trios instead of like the three characters that go well together? Because I'm thinking Bloodsport, Nightwing, Ocean Master. I'm thinking Jessica Cruz and Lex. I'd have to think of a third, but I feel like there's a third that I'm just not thinking of off the top of my head. Superboy, Starfire, and either one of the Supermen. Like doing it that way. Or should I do duos instead? What do you guys think? Yeah. No, it's Jason. It's one of those I'm gonna try it out with things in the background. Like there are certain things. So for example, my daughter and I do, I think I've said it before, my daughter and I do YouTube videos that are just for me and her mom and her stepdad and like my ex and other people that are close to her in her life, right? So that they can watch it, but nobody else can. So it's on private. Now, in those videos, she is obsessed with K-pop Demon Hunter. So what we did was we took a bunch of like K-pop Demon Hunter things, and then when we would say something funny or something, I would splice in a little like K-pop Demon Hunter thing that associates with it, right? Like just some kind of funny phase or some kind of like little buzz thing. When I tell you, I uploaded it to YouTube, and I wasn't gonna claim anything or what I'm gonna monetize the 7 people who are gonna watch it. No, so I uploaded to YouTube. When I tell you that copyright claim came through on that video so fast, and check this out, none of the clips that we were splicing in there were longer than 3 seconds. That claim came in quick, and they were like, okay, yeah, you can show this, no money. And I was like, okay, cool. We weren't gonna do money anyway, but it came in fast, and I was like, every clip in it was less than 3 seconds. They don't even like get you on that when you do sampling and music. It's good. K-pop Demon Hunter is good, especially for like if you have a family, kids, little kids in your life. I would say like 7 and up, 8 and up, but like it's very funny, very cute. I have to admit to my daughter, she was right to be obsessed. She's too obsessed, but yeah, it's actually a genuinely good movie. The everything around it though is getting to be a bit much, but I think that's just because I'm old. Why not do a trio video to start and then duo videos later, or vice versa? True, that could work. Maybe, yeah, Sinestro, Grodd, and Raven. That's an awesome one. I need to. Where's my notepad? I keep looking around, but I gotta stop using paper. I'm killing trees. Actually, Enzo, I'm stealing that from you. Thank you. I'll shout you out, but I'm still. Oh, I forgot to even tell you the numbers, dog. I was also wrong about Bloodsport, so maybe I should do a trio thing. I was wrong about something I did in my guide. Sinestro, Grodd, and Raven. Nightwing, and what's in the face? Bloodsport. Okay, I'm hearing good things about from adults with that. No, I mean like it's legitimately a good movie. I just for adults as well. Like this is a movie that I would sounds goofy. I would have a date with that movie. Like have a woman come over and be like, if you're goofy and you want to have some fun, we can watch this movie together, and it will make us laugh, and it'll be like you'll feel like it's kid friendly, but not kid required. Does that make sense? Like Emperor's New Groove. Like Emperor's New Groove. Emperor's New Groove is an awesome movie that is a movie that I have seen on, like, had women over and had dates to that movie. You know why? Because it's just genuinely good and funny. It's genuinely good and funny. And here's the funny part too, when you do that, it like even reflects better on you because you're seeming outside of the box. Like, yeah, I don't know, different. It's different than inviting somebody over and watching a damn rom-com. Okay, so that belt would have been nice. Ugh. Did I get the clear on the guide though? Or do I have to 3-star this thing? System recovery, new chapter unlocked. Yeah, don't say. Let's just go back, I don't care. I don't think I got the guy. You jerks. You're gonna make me, is it laboratory? No. Although I do need to do that. I just don't have the resources to. Nope. How many do I have up on this? Not close. Where is it? I always forget these. Surveillance? I always forget these. There it is. System recovery. Dog. Oh, I cleared that. My old school Disney moves were for. Look, I'm telling, like, some of the old school Disney. I can't tell you those stories from college, but no lie, you could hang out and watch an old school Disney movie, and everybody's captivated. It's good. Saw it with my niece. It's a genuinely good movie. K-pop Demon Hunter, genuinely good movie. I stand by it. But I should. But now my daughter's not watching right now. She's on the way to school, so like, I can't admit that too much in front of my daughter. But I think we're gonna watch it again next time she comes over. Rising of the Shield Hero. Never heard of that one. We're gonna copy that and add that to my ever long list of things you guys recommend that I need to watch. I got so much stuff. If I go and buy all these comics and everything you guys talk, I'm gonna be homeless. I'm not gonna have a place to live. But I want them. Where's my other? list of, I guess it's under promo codes. Yeah, that's where I got so much stuff. Jesus, I got so much stuff. Where am I gonna find the time? Anyway, that's why I haven't tried block team like that because I can't see another synergy better than Sinestro, Ocean Master, Raven, Nightwing, Grodd when it comes to what Patillo. What's up, Patillo? By the way, sorry, didn't say hi. What is the give me the rank of each of those characters? Because I have Grodd, and what do you have Grodd in? Because right now we can look at Grodd, and I was gonna actually do character guides all over again, like do all of my character guides again. I was thinking about starting that project. Because I don't think I have Grodd built too well. I just have stuff on him. I don't think I did anything like too special. Raven I have built like well. Sinestro could do better. Master, of course, that's all I talk about. I haven't really worked on Grodd yet. Like for example, here he could have this helmet right away. That's not a problem, and I could replace it with other block. He could have this helmet right away. He's in a block helmet. We'll just do that right now while I do my research. Yeah, see that's true. But then again, at the same time, maybe I should put him in crit instead of block, because he does have that attack the back row thing. His attack is at 3,000. Wow. Homie, I'm sorry you are not here to attack. Despite the fact that you're a massive gorilla. See, this could have gone on him. Like, there's a bunch of stuff I could have put on him that is even in line with what he has without even changing anything. For real, for real. This could go on him. I don't know who else I would put it on right now. That's a massive leap in what he has. Yeah, the block debuff team is so good. Okay, well, I'm putting it together. I'm gonna try it right now. Shield Hero is on season 4, so you can binge watch it, and season 4 will be done. Then season 2 wasn't that good. Is Shield Hero on Disney Plus? Yes, but Sinestro Team Synergy is good with those three. Okay. Because that's what I was to Daniel's point. That's what I would do. Sometimes Grodd in, sometimes Grodd out. All right. Well, I mean, if we're gonna do Grodd, we're gonna do Grodd. Okay, fine. I'm not even using that HP on anybody else. Why am I hesitant? I have this piece on him, which is a crit piece, which is a good piece because he does have that back row attack, which also makes me think maybe I should put more crit on him. I'm doing the HP now because he's a tank, so the expectation of him taking damage. However, we could shift it to crit. Could shift it to crit. Let me see what my crit situation's looking like. In fact, you know what? Let's do this real quick. Let's go over his kit one more again. Deals physical damage, attack, armor break. Cool. Start of battle, 40% damage reduction for 2 times. He's already doing damage reduction to himself. He's making himself very, very beefy when taking damage from damage dealers. Each debuff grants himself 5% damage reduction. When attacked, 30% chance of increasing one random. Okay, so we want him to get hit. Fair. He puts out debuffs. Fair. He's really good. If I want him to get hit, I feel like I should put him in HP. So, Theo, looks like most of us won't get crypto free to play, huh? I really want. Yeah, I know. I'm eating those words. I hate it, hate it, hate it. I thought we would get him. I was so convinced based on the tank. I was so convinced. It hurts my spirit. Oof. So, what do you guys think? What do you think of Peacemaker? His team description doesn't really give me anything. I don't. I looked at because you just joined. That's right. Sorry. Because we talked about the actual free to play thing for crypto, and how disappointing that is. And then also the Peacemaker thing. I went to go do a news video, and I thought they would have a blog. This is my fault for even assuming that. I thought they would have a blog up already talking about like what's in their kits, and they don't. They just gave the description. Well, Fragile is a new debuff coming in, which is just the physical damage version of Dampen. And Dampen has been an okay debuff. I haven't really noticed it. But as I think he's what an anti-tank crit something or another. I would love to have this kit so I could read through it. Um, I guess I'll leave Gorilla Grodd in the block. That seems to be the best gear I have so far. Uh, maybe attack, but he has no attack, like none. Let's see the attack side. Maybe I have something over there. Nope. Looks like you're staying in HP and block. All right. So we'll try to run. Where am I even gonna run this to test it out? To test out the Ocean Master, the Sinestro Grodd Raven thing. Oh, by the way, I was running some play tests on the Nightwing Ocean. Maybe I should just do it. Okay, I should just do trios. I should just do trios. I need to find out where I'm gonna test them, but I should just do trios. Why is this store telling me to get stuff? I haven't done that yet. Okay. Um, where am I running this? As a matter of fact, let's go back because now I'm gonna. Why not? Why not? They'll ask for it. I feel like maybe I should do a quick video on it. I'll record the video, and actually, I'll probably leave the chat up to get your guys' reaction on what I'm saying. I don't know that I'll release the video because there's not really much that I can say on it. I don't think. I mean, and I'm a person who can talk. You guys know. I will go on a tangent in a minute, but I don't know what to talk about on this thing. Um, but we'll see. I'll come up with something. I can't believe that this. They should be ashamed of this though. They should have told us that a week and a half ago. Okay, so Grodd, rank 8, 4 health, 2 attack, Nightwing. But yeah, with that mix, I didn't put Nightwing in speed. I think I put him in attack. Raven, rank 10, 4 heal, 2 speed. Yeah, we have you figured the difference in the heal thing? Because well, Sinestro rank 8, 4 attack, 2 speed. Ocean Master 4 block, 2 speed. I didn't put Ocean Master in block. I just took him out of block and I put him in 4 crit, 2 attack. No, 4 attack, 2 crit because I want the attack to be up as high as possible because of how many bleeds he puts out. That's what I did for Ocean Master. Sinestro. Yeah, 2 speed, 4 attack. We have the same there. And then Raven, I did different. I think I did, yeah, 4 speed on Raven. Yeah. I did 4 speed on Raven so she can get there and hopefully, she would be able to revive someone before battle gets started. Or at least in the front for each round. I would like a better HP chest on her. And I don't think I have that in this store right now. I think it was a different, yeah, it was an HP helmet. Okay. All right, let's go to the news. Let's go to the DC Legends news. Update on my disability. I didn't have to get the paperwork on my appointment until Wednesday, and I have to go on Tuesday. I did get a call from them, and we did sort of. So everything. So what does that mean though? You didn't even get the paperwork for your appointment until Wednesday, and yet, oh, so they weren't even ready. So now it wasn't even like you had to do anything. Now it was okay. So am I reading that correctly to where it's like you went? Oh, the 1A code I need to try to where you went or you couldn't even go because they didn't have the paperwork. So now you have to go. You have to wait another week. Am I understanding that correctly? Let's try one small A. Limit reached on that code, and then one big A. It really is one little one big. I know why they say 1A, but still though, the paperwork is really. I guess I have to get some X-rays and some other exams. One of my main problems is my torn shoulder. The other paperwork is, but that seems ridiculous though. Okay, because it seemed like you already had an appointment, right? It seemed like you should have already they already had it set up for you. I guess I can make an 8-minute thing out of this. I don't know. Not. I guess this is telling you how I feel about Peacemaker. I'm not exactly excited about doing a video on it. I'd rather do. You know what? I'd rather do the trios right now. I'll do Ocean Master, I'll do Ocean Master, Nightwing, and Bloodsport, and I'll show off that thing again. Although I did do it in, I feel like I'm just showing like the same thing over and over and over again, because I did already do it in the whatchamacallit, in the Bloodsport video. But oh well, we'll go for it. People are looking for it. Okay, so we'll try that. We will try that. Why is it still up? Um, no. Here's the thing: they're different rewards because one gave you legs frags and diamonds, and the other gave you. Wait, did the other one give you legs frags too? I thought the other one gave you something else legs related. Maybe it was frags. Maybe it really was frags. I thought it was something else. No, it must have been because I got 20 now. I don't know where I would have gotten 20 from. So yeah, you're right. What? Okay. I feel like that was an intern mistake. I know it wasn't. I know it's out there, whatever, but that just seems kind of like, really though? Um, all right. I mailed out the paperwork today. They still wanted me to fill it out, even though they have verbal confirmation. Because they want to make it as complicated and as difficult as possible because they're not really trying to do it. I did it. The healthcare system, in a lot of countries, it's just busted. Well, if I do the 15 here, will I still get that reward? I guess it's not even worth it to find out. All right. So here we go. We're gonna talk about the synergy between these guys. Yeah, both give. I don't know why I thought it was something else. I don't know why I thought it was something else in my head. I guess it makes sense because the 1A is a direct reference to Superman DCU, the movie. So I guess I get it, but like one big A, one little. They could have done like 1A and then what was like 41D or something like that. They could have done that. So make this coffee and then we will get started on this. I'm just gonna run this because it's fun. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna make a coffee, come back, we'll get started on this thing. Maybe I'll run it with this one instead and see what it'll make a difference. You'll see a huge difference, but let's see. And then make a coffee, be right back. Yeah, so not exactly excited about Peacemaker, saving all your gems for Suzanne Black. I mean, if you know when they're coming out, cool. You might be saving for about a year. I'm thinking about now what Enzo just said. I might put 2 speed on Grodd. He's only there for the debuffs. Yeah, I'm thinking about that might be a good shout. Where I thought it was an internal mistake for the code. I really did. It seems like it. It seems like it. Honestly, maybe I should try like 1B. Yeah, maybe we should just go down the whole list and see if there's others. Okay, so, and actually it might help you guys if I do this part. And let me do that speed thing real quick. Are we gonna beat this? Because then I'll let it ride because I'll get diamonds off of it. We're probably gonna beat this. Oh, I love Ocean Master. Some random C tier character that I never thought about is one of my favorite characters in this game right now. Uh-oh. Shame on you. Ooh. All right, we'll see. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that to Grodd real quick. I mean, you might even have me convinced Enzo to do 4 speed on him instead of 2, just like what I did with Raven, just to get the debuffs out there for Sinestro. But I mean, he is a tank, so maybe I'm being extra. Maybe I should just chill on it. Do as you say. It. That 2 speed is a good shout. Well, I mean, I guess you got. Oh, you guys are the wrong audience to ask this. I was about to say, what do you guys think about video length in terms of like how long the trios video should be? But if you watch me stream for any period of longer than 10 minutes, then you're automatically gonna be saying longer the better. Oh, and I'm trying to keep the videos like nice and tight, under 20 minutes. 15 minutes is like the thing. Been thinking about. I was even thinking about doing the stream and then just recording the video separately because I did record those 2 other videos separately because I didn't have time to stream. So I just recorded those 2 videos. And it was faster. It was faster. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. We'll see. I try to keep myself from going on random ass tangents. All right, so we got this one cleared with no tactical. So, Fayao. Um, and I guess I should save my tokens for those epics. But is it wrong to say I don't want those epics because they look goofy as hell? Is that wrong for me to say? Because they look goofy as hell. Like, say what you want. Mr. Terrific looks cool as hell. His character design looks cool as hell. Guy Gardner, representative. I like the lazy boy. What is this, judo master and vigilante? I'm sure it's true to the characters, but like, they look like they both used to get beat up and stuffed in lockers. There he is. Okay, Grodd. We're gonna put speed on you, my friend. Replays. Which I got plenty of speed. Yep, more speed. And the thing is he's slow as hell anyway, right? That only takes him up to 192. Putting those, I think I even thought of that, and then I realized that it's still taking up to 192. So he's still not beating anybody. He's still not winning a foot race. Like if I put up to 12, that's still only going to be 204. So the HP might be more important than the okay. The HP is probably more important than the speed here. But anyway, like 192 is dumb slow when I come up here and I look at Sinestro who's at like 208, 222, 222. And then yeah, 243. Like he is getting dusted. Anyway, so I don't even know if speed is worth it then if he's gonna get dusted like that. He's gonna be at the back regardless. That may make me want to put block back on him. Because if he's gonna be that slow, might as well be defensive. Because he's gonna get his turn regardless. But what's the difference between 184 and 192? Like for real, what's the difference? He'll be faster than like Mr. Freeze? I don't know. I don't know. I'll think on it. All right, so let's do the trios. I wish there was someone. Oh, there is a way to display them. There is a way. Let's be. And then, do we want to face off against? Nope, not you. Would you be a good matchup? I guess so. Dice here real quick. Simulate. I don't have an advanced simulation. I don't have a basic one. That's way too weak. Okay, so we'll go for you. Fight. And then we are gonna do bop, 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 bop. So where are you? Blood Sports, Ocean Master, Nightwing. So I'm gonna start recording. All right, coming in 3, 2. If you've watched this channel even a little bit, you know how much I talk about Ocean Master and Nightwing. Now I've got Bloodsport, and he to me might be just as good as the other three. This is the first, so forgive me if it's a little bit bumpy, trios video that I'm doing where I'm going to discuss why these three work so well together and how their kits go together. So let's get to the video. Can I get to their kits from here? That would be like optimal. I can. This would be like, this is like the perfect display, right? Like this is a good display of these characters, and then I can go straight to their kits. I like this. I like this a lot. All right. Coming back in 3, 2. Hi guys, I'm Rabbit here, and this is a DC Worlds Collide video. In this video, I'm trying to do a trio series basically. And in this series, what I'm trying to do is illustrate for different characters, like the next one, which is going to be a shout out to, I think it's Enzo who gave us that. It's going to be Sinestro, Grodd, and Raven. I'm going to try to go through, create a series of videos that explain why 3 characters work well together. The first one is going to be Block. These 3 characters are amazing. I've talked about them way too much. You're probably going to see some stuff that I've already discussed, so forgive me. I love them too much. They're so much fun to play with. This is my thing. I love them. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to show you why the key to this trios, to me at least, is Ocean Master. Albeit Bloodsport has shown himself to be kind of, not like a wild card necessarily, but he kind of does what I'm looking for from Ocean Master and from Nightwing in some aspects. So first, we're going to go into Ocean Master's kit to show you what part of it is really helping the synergy out. And so, here. When an ally blocks an attack, Ocean Master will launch 1 counterattack at the damage dealer. So whoever deals the damage, he's going to launch an attack at them if an ally blocks it. Gain 10% chance to deal an additional Additional counter attacks can only happen 3 times per round. That doesn't seem like a lot. It ends up being a ton of attacks. Chance for additional counter attacks increases to 20%. So counter. Additionally gains 1 move to attack the damage dealer. Counter uses basic attack by default unless otherwise specified. Blocking an attack reduces damage by the defender's block amount. So you can have block but no block amount, which means you're blocking but you're not blocking anything, which is just a weird concept, but it makes sense. Physical damage is reduced by a further 20%. Now this, actually I didn't even realize, might come in handy given the new season that's coming up, which is the season of Peacemaker. They're introducing physical damage things. Oh, and I hope this isn't nerfed, but they're introducing some physical damage things. This block, physical damage is reduced by a further 20%. Will probably do well in that season. Now let's go to his basic attack, because this is what happens when he does counter. So you're dealing damage, physical damage, and applies 1 stack of weaken for 3 turns. The damage is additional 90%. The thing that makes this basic actually really amazing is the weaken. If you're counterattacking for another 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks based on one attack that happened on an ally, then you're putting out a ton of weaken. This gets displayed. I'm going to show you like a specific example, which you guys have probably seen in the Bloodsport video, but I like it. I like watching it. It's cool. But you'll see a bunch of weaken go out on your enemy, which by another part of his kit makes it very, very good for a different reason. However, it also lends itself to they just don't hit you. They hit so soft once they have 15 weaken stacked on top of them. The advanced attack grants 50% chance and 50% block amount to the ally with the lowest HP for one turn, which, truth be told, looms large and is especially helpful for Nightwing, who's going to be running as the tank here. We want damage to go towards him. So when he does hit below 50%, which I guess where I am right now doesn't happen too often, but no, it happens. It happens. Then it's making him a little bit thicker, a little bit tankier, giving my kid Flash or someone a chance to give him some heals. Grants block and block amount bonuses to 2 allies with the lowest HP. Awesome. Awesome. And then finally, this is where it all like comes together for me. For every stack of weaken an enemy has, add 1 stack of bleed for 2 turns. Add 1 stack of weaken for 2 turns to each enemy with no stacks of weaken. And then bleed stacks increase to 2 because I have him at rank 8 right now. I cannot wait until I get him to rank 10 so that the bleed stay on for 3 turns. That is going to be incredible. Now, so what you want from anyone to go along with him is someone that blocks and someone that puts out weaken, because if you do have like weaken out there, then it's going to put out more bleeds. So you do want those 2 things. Now we move on to Nightwing. Nightwing, all he wants to do is block. We'll come back over here first. Increases block by 20%. When he blocks for the first time, he gains 1 stack of shelter. Shelter damage decreases damage taken for the next attack by 50%. It's only for the first time though, which is kind of, but block increases by 25% instead. Block increases to 30% instead. So you have a 30% additional 30% chance to block just based off of his passive. Now, when he does block, this is, well, unique to him, meaning it's a benefit for the whole team, but this isn't benefiting Ocean Master per se. When taking damage, has a 10% chance to shock the damage dealer with electricity, dealing superpower damage equal to 70% of attack. This is why when you go after Nightwing in like PvE modes and he's one of those mini bosses, it's so hard to get past him because when you hit him, he hits back. He's automatically hitting back. If the damage is blocked, the chance of triggering increases to 60%. That's awesome. Damage increases to 80% and then chances increases to another 80%. So Ocean Master wants somebody to block. He doesn't just block, he blocks very, very well. This attack isn't really necessary because I don't really use Nightwing for the attack. I need him to stand there and block. And then this, which is nice, attacks the enemy with the highest attack, which is very obnoxious actually when you're facing him in PvE. And you have a Wonder Woman that you want to wipe out the whole squad, but then he immediately runs out and, well, stuns her. Each dealing damage equal to 53% of attack, 60% chance to inflict stun on the target for 2 turns. Front row allies gain 1 firm stand. For each type of buff he has, chance of stun increases by 10%. Run with the Zatanna, who's putting Frantic out there on him, you're increasing his chance to actually stun. So that's not really, I mean, it's part of his kit, but that's not really what's helping with this whole synergy thing. Now, I just did not Ocean Master, Bloodsport's Guide, I want to say yesterday. Had him for like a week and a half, and I went from liking him to absolutely loving him. Increases block by 20%. So the block that's on him is increased by 20%. Every 7 times your team blocks an attack, reduces Bloodsport's advanced skill cooldown by 1. Now, as you go up in the ranks, it is block rate increases to 25%, and then that cooldown, it only takes 6 blocks. Then you go up to 30% of chance to block, plus the advanced attack cooldown is reduced after 5 blocks. This happens at rank 8. It makes a huge difference because this unlocks him a lot. And this is where this is part of like the whole, he has as much of a benefit as Ocean Master. Not as much, but very much the second tier of Ocean Master in terms of like controlling the other side. He's going to put out weaken on anyone that's a DPS. So that way when they do try to hit, it's going to be softer. There's going to be weaken out there already, but the real thing, the thing that I really, really like is the silence that he's going to put out on support characters. Up top, when he does the tank, I didn't really go to it because it's just increased damage. But here, you're going to put silence out on support characters, so that's stopping any of your Zatannas, Kid Flashes, Black Canaries from healing because they'll have silence on them. So this part of the kit, if I get to this advanced attack very, very quickly, then he's going to be doing this advanced attack constantly. Next, this is putting out weaken, which does help benefit when you're putting out the weaken. It's going to help put out bleeds for Ocean Master. So he's putting out weaken on his basic. However, the way that I'm running him, he rarely gets to use his basic. This weaken here is going to be a little bit more valuable because it's going to actually happen. This one is valuable if you're not getting as many blocks out there, but the way that I'm constructing the team, hopefully he's only using his advanced attack. And then next, grants 100% chance to block. Now this is the one where I had this kind of funky, very specific niche team built so that this would go out before Flash would do anything. And I'm going to show that here because I like showing that. It's awesome. Grants 100% chance to block to the entire team until after the next block. Bloodsport counters with his advanced attack without chaining. So he's going to counter. Guess what? There's 100% block chance. Remember that dude Ocean Master was telling you about? That guy's going to counter too. The way that I've set this up is also that, and I don't know how to say this. Hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying. Hopefully I can explain it correctly. This block chance is for the entire attack. So if you have DCU Superman, who's hitting you 8 times on his ultimate, it's going to be 8 blocked shots. Now for him, that doesn't make much of a difference. For Ocean Master, it makes a huge difference because that goes from him having to counter 1 time to him countering 8 times. So this block chance here does take into account each attack, and you're blocking each attack for that hero's or that enemy's turn. Once all those blocks have been collected, Ocean Master goes nuts. So that is how this trio works very, very well together. I think I can do it here. Let's see. If it doesn't work, I mean, it's gonna show up here. You'll see what happens. If it doesn't show it too much, I'll also go show it on Flash, and then I'll call it a video. Let's see. Let's put out Zatanna, because she adds crit. If Ocean Master's doing a bunch of attacks, I do have Ocean Master in an attack set because the bleeds for Ocean Master are based off of his attack. If he's putting out that much weaken and then he's using his ultimate, he's going to put out that many bleeds. So all those bleeds having a high attack means those bleeds do a lot more damage. I did have him in a crit set before. Well, there's a crit set. It's 2 attack and 1 crit. I did have him in 2 crit and 1 attack because all of those counter attacks that he does, they do have the ability to crit. So I could see you doing the crit as well. I think both are good. I can't remember. I think with, oh, and I did make a mistake in the guide. Well, mistake is a strong word, but I do recommend now having 4 attack on Bloodsport with 2 block. The 2 block is because it helps out with him blocking for Ocean Master to pop off if he takes damage. But then also these attacks here, if he's getting into his advanced attack a lot and he's doing that a lot, then I do want to have higher attack on him. And then, I mean, Nightwing's kind of obvious. You put 2, just have 2 block sets on him. Everything else is like secondary. Everything else is just extra. I wonder if I can fight it this way. And that might be a bit too airy. Let's go ahead and put Kid Flash out there. This team synergy, all deployed allies attack, HP, defense, plus 9%. Every 4 times your team blocks an attack, increase attack for all allies by 4% of maximum to 30. So, every 4 times, you'll see when I do the Flash thing. You'll see when I do the Flash thing. All right, so I want Bloodsport to go forward first because I want those shields to go out first and then have the attack happen. Then I want Ocean Master to go. His ultimate will then put out bleeds because hopefully they will have already had a bunch of weaken put on them. Nightwing, I mean, his stun is nice and everything. I'll leave that there, and then Kid Flash is for the heals, and then Zatanna's there. She's there mostly for the speed, actually, and the frantic to help them hit harder. So, let's go. Did it skip battle? I thought it was supposed to. I thought it was. What did? Oh, and I won. Oops. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this was a good explanation of trios. Let me know if you like this kind of content. Just to be sure that it's explained clearly. Let's go to the Flash thing. In case you haven't seen it, even if you have seen it, it's still cool. I still like it. Boop, boop. It's still fun to me. So we'll end on this. We will take out Sinestro. You can run basically anybody, honestly. But Zatanna's Frantics helps us with the crit chance and kind of makes up for the fact that Ocean Master is not in a crit set. So he's going to be doing all those extra attacks with... they're really strong. I would rather her die than them. So all those extra attacks will have crit on them. So, bang, 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 bang. All right, so this is what I'll show. The people on my stream have seen this 100 times already. So, in any case, thank you guys for watching. You have the crit going up. Thank you, Zatanna. You have the shields going up. Thank you. And then you have all this stuff being blocked. Awesome. And then Ocean Master goes off. And I think there was more than 4 blocks there, which means that attack is going up probably pretty close to 30%, especially after he does his second attack. There's a retaliation from Bloodsport because he does that too when things are blocked. Like that. And now every time it should be, not every time, but every time. I want Bloodsport to be going off with his the right tool for the job. So his advanced attack should, double jeopardy, one time. But it should be that there's a lot of blocks going on. He's using his advanced attack more than his basic. Ocean Master's just countering the hell out of everything. That is the case for this. Boom, boom, boom. Absolutely awesome. I'm not going to make you guys watch through all of this, but they win. Spoiler alert. And I think Flash is going to go at it again. Now, here's the other part of it. You see how the weekend? When he does actually take his turn, you'll see that he's hitting for virtually no damage at all. Like, they are healthy, and it's not because that was an awesome crit shot from Bloodsport. They are virtually no damage right now, and that's not because the Kid Flash's heals. They can't hit us. They can't do anything. We're going to block their attacks, and on top of that, they're weakened, so he's doing 5k damage on my Nightwing. Nope. I love the block team. Me loving the block team so much might actually have me thinking about doing Constantine. But we won't talk about that in this video. We'll do that in another one. So, thank you guys for watching all the way through. See you guys next time. It's so good. Ciao. All right. So, yeah, I even took like stats on this while I was on the train from Geneva yesterday. I even was like taking down notes on like the actual, I was like rewinding and looking at the numbers of this. It's just fun. It's just fun. All right, so bet. Now I guess we can do, now that I'm in a good mood, I guess we can do the Peacemaker video. The Peacemaker video. That's what we can do. And then I can get you guys' reaction on it. Oh my God, it's already 7:47. Oh, and then you go get groceries. Oh, we wanted to do groceries before work. I don't know if that's happening now. Okay. Game news. Should I do this? Maybe I should go to the blog. I guess the blog is a nicer looking thing. Right? This is just the HBO Max announcement. I guess this is prettier. Let me see. Transmission from the Watchtower. I mean, I guess. What about here? Or do the browser window open here? That hides you guys, though. We don't want you guys to be hidden. We want you guys to actually say what's going on. So what I'll do here is while I'm organizing this thing real quick, I will put on Elite Arena. And I'm gonna try to organize this thing so I can actually show it with you guys on there as well. So you can give your reactions. Try not to, we got company in the house. Try not to act too crazy. We got company in the house, okay? Let's see. All right, cool. So we'll let that run while I fix this very quickly. How do I want to fix this? That's a good question. Yeah, I guess this goes. Am I just being mean about the character design? I mean, I guess if that's what they look like, that's what they look like, right? I mean, I didn't make the show. Yeah, I guess that's good. Let's see if we scroll with this. That's looking good. I need to build a frame that separates you guys out from the actual text. That is one issue. I do need to build out a frame that separates you guys from it. And actually, this is okay. That can be at the bottom. This goes, ooh, nope, nope, ooh, this is really bad. Yeah, I need to build some kind of frame so you guys are separated out from it. As it is now, I guess it's okay. Maybe I'm being a little bit too much of a perfectionist. I guess that's good. Yeah, okay, that looks okay. That looks okay. I really am gonna build frames for this, or need to. When am I gonna find the time for that? I still have to add, somebody put artwork in the Discord, and I still want to add that to the background of the channel too. Haven't found a second to do that. Oh, there's a new camera over here I have that I wanted to install. I haven't done that. I haven't even tested that. Jeez. All right. So Peacemaker. Here we go. Oh, what are we looking like? Are we getting our butts kicked over here? Ooh, yeah, that's not good. I'm gonna finish that up. Getting curb stomped. Okay. So here we go. And I think this is actually even better too because I don't have to worry about my head being in the way. All right, so we transition to this, and then we start recording. Right, right, right. All right, coming in 3, 2. I gotta be real. I have not seen the Peacemaker TV series yet. My chat tells me that it's good and that I should watch it. I should watch season 1 and then watch season 2. I have always had a hard time with the helmet. I know it's superhero movies. I can't get past the helmet. And the things that I want to call the helmet, I don't think I can call them on a YouTube channel and still maintain that. I don't think they would approve. Let's put it that way. Let's get to the video. All right, so coming in 3, 2. Hi guys, I'm Greg here. This is a DC Worlds Collide video. In this video, I'm going over Peacemaker season is coming. I would have loved to have the kids already, you know what I mean? If you've watched my channel, we've been talking about this since, how long has it been? A couple weeks? I think it's been a couple of weeks. But yep, Peacemaker is being added to the game. That's the new season. This new season is going to be focused on physical damage. We're going to read through the blog, and then hopefully sometime soon we'll have their kits. But I mean, the season is supposed to start in like 5 days from recording. I think 5, 6 days from recording this video. So we should have the kits pretty soon, right? Anyway, I actually do like this image though. I don't know why. I kind of like this image. Anyway, even though the costume design, and I know it's based on the TV show, and maybe I should look at the TV show, the costume design for these, I can't remember who said it on the chat, but he does look like a ski instructor. That's for sure. And somebody named a movie, it was called what, Superhero Movie? I cannot remember. I have to start writing down the names of like the people who said this stuff. There's a movie called Superhero Movie in like 2007, 2008, and that's basically what this dude looks like. And is that a bag of chips? Okay, anyway. That's just too funny. All right, so we hope you're ready to violently spread some peace. That is actually very funny phrasing. Because Peacemaker season is starting August 28th, so 6 days from now. Peacemaker Team, aka the 11th Street Kids, are a hard-hitting collection of anti-heroes who use unorthodox methods to break down their targets in order to inflict maximum pain in the name of peace. Maximum pain in the name of peace. I kind of want that as a tattoo. This season also features all new debuff in the form of Fragile. Fragile, which, well, what's that? Fragile reduces physical damage resistance by 10% per stack with a maximum of 4 stacks, with multiple members of the 11th Street Kids able to inflict Fragile with their attacks. Enemies won't be able to stand up to the repeated physical attacks. So this is basically coming off as the physical damage version of Dampen. Dampen, I think, was okay. I didn't notice anything that was like too drastic about putting Dampen out there, and maybe that's just how good like Mr. Terrific and DCU, Guy Gardner, to a lesser degree, but Guy Gardner were that it was hard to tell whether the debuff was having that much of an effect or not. They were just good characters, which I hope is the same for these guys. With highly dysfunctional, while highly dysfunctional, the Peacemaker team actually does work well as a unit. This makes me want to watch the show because everything they're referencing feels like it's in reference to the show, and I feel like I'm missing out on some hijinks. If you're looking to branch out, the Peacemaker team can easily be added to other existing teams that favor physical damage with the Crit Team, Wonder Woman, Green Arrow, and Red Hood. That's the Crit Team. I didn't know that was the Crit Team. Okay, cool. Which Crit Team? The 11th Street Kids excel at adding armor break to enemies, which, so does Grodd, which makes them all powerful allies when facing down a tough boss. The more I'm reading this, like actually reading it, the more excited I'm getting. Gotta be honest, I wasn't too excited. I was like, man. And now I'm like, this season's content includes 2 brand new epics, Judo Master, a high damage auto critting machine. Auto critting. What does auto critting mean? Excuse me? What does auto critting mean? Vigilante, a powerful sniper who can extend the duration of armor break for all enemies. I like that one. Puts out armor break. Grodd puts out armor break. I do like that one. And a new legendary, Peacemaker. I hate the fact that Peacemaker's legendary and Batman isn't. That bothers me a little bit. That does legitimately bother me. I didn't even see that. Take my gas almost. It's 2 a.m. All right, Jason, you have a good night. And then I prefer Vigilante's show outfit. It looks more tactical, unlike this image where he's wearing pajamas. Okay, good to know. Now I do have to see it. I do have to go see it. Okay. All right. Well, I do have to watch the show. And let me do that. Why do I have my computer like to the side? It's my house. A new elite artifact for tanks that can temporarily turn the bearer invulnerable. Um, an elite artifact. So it's an elite artifact. So it's not even like an epic one for tanks that can temporarily turn the bearer invulnerable. So then that's that Superman trait based on that. I want that. I want that. I don't even know stuff. I want that. A new reinforcement that shuts down superpower enemies, which this is, I guess, the anti-justice gang, that whole thing, which is cool. I mean, you need something for it. And the special anti-hero bonuses in Elite Arena for the whole season. And so I guess when they say anti-hero, they don't mean like anti-hero, but they mean like, anti-hero. So I guess that would include Huntress is in there as an anti-hero. Catwoman, I think she's an anti-hero. I love that they put that tag in there too. And a ton of events, of course, because you're trying to get in them pockets. Judo Master holds the team synergy. I do like the fact that it's the epics that hold the team synergy. It makes it a little bit more accessible. I do like that fact. Adding a hard hit to anti-heroes. And when the team synergy is at level 3, the entire team will counterattack the first enemy that uses their ult. That could be really, really good or very, very mediocre. Okay, especially the putting out armor break and everything else. I need to see how the kits work. I need to see how the kits work. The team synergy requires two other anti-heroes, which includes any of the characters from this season, the Creature Commandos, Red Hood, and Huntress. Yeah. So Catwoman is an anti-hero. Is she just straight up villain? Okay. Join us for the duration of the Peacemaker season, and be sure to let us know what you think of on our social channels. I'm sure somebody did. So yeah, Red Hood and Huntress, Creature Commandos. Creature Commandos are getting a rework or a buff, I assume, this season on August 27th. I haven't seen anything about that and what that looks like. Red Hood and Green Arrow being the crit team is cool, and Red Hood being able to run with them pretty freely is awesome because that does add that crit damage aspect. Green Arrow also does something for AoE attacks on his team synergy. So those are like compounding, not compounding, but like competing team synergies that you could use. But it's kind of nice to have that theory crafting there available to you. So I'm very excited about this artifact. I want to know what's up with this thing. That's the thing that I'm most excited about of everything that they mentioned. I'm curious, and I guess it's just kind of hard for me to come up to any kind of like real conclusions without reading their kits. I will say this though, Fragile, if it's anything like Dampen, I'm very mad on. Somebody's probably gonna go in the comment section and be like, no, Dampen's amazing. Okay, sure. All right, fine, but just meh. Why does Vigilante have a mermaid emoji? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where this came from. I tried to just scoot past it. Because I was just kind of like, is this like a hint towards Aquaman coming into the game? Is that what's up? Um, is this an Easter egg of some kind? I have no idea why there's a mermaid here. Is his girlfriend a mermaid? I will watch the show. P-Moy, I will watch the show. Honestly, the thing that this did was make me want to watch the show. This thing right here, highly dysfunctional. And then what was the other thing that I want to get attacked to? Inflict maximum pain in the name of peace. Yeah, so this makes me want to watch the show. I don't know if I'm too excited about the team. This is a funny image, so I love the chips. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and a dislike. I'm okay with that as well. I'll see you guys next time. Uh, Okay. No, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out. Actually, they just gave me another trio that I could do, which would be the crit team, which is Wonder Woman, Green Arrow, and Red Hood. I would have to go back and do their gear, so I couldn't do that today. I might be able to do no spoilers. No spoilers, please, no spoilers, because then if you spoil it, I'll never watch it. That's what happened to me in American Sniper. Somebody spoiled it for me, and I never watched that movie. I downloaded it and wanted to watch it. And that was 10 years ago. Still never watched that movie because it got spoiled for me, and I was very upset. Okay, so let's go back to the game. And I'm going to think about doing the... I'm going to think about doing... Did I move that? There's this thing up at the top. I'm gonna think about doing that other trio before I get up out of here. We're gonna marinate on it because it's already 8. I could do that video, I think. I'm gonna cancel that. Yeah, got moved. Okay, cool. Um, Albeit, maybe, and I did the team ups here already once. I failed. Oh, because the time ran out. Whatever. Um, this would be a good matchup for it, I guess. How much time do we have here? I guess I can walk into that storm and see what happens. We're already here, so we can do the battle. That's fine by me. Um, I know Raven's in good shape. I know Sinestro's in good shape. Where's Grodd? Grodd is the weakest one, despite the fact that he's the tank. And everything about this is centered around Sinestro, basically. But I'm gonna have to, because I'm not as familiar with them as I am with with the kits from the block team. Um, do I get Judo Master when I add for when they add my boy Arsenal? I mean, probably, but then you're probably going to do that on season 3 of Peacemaker, so you can wait a year. Mm. Red Arrow in that series? I haven't watched one season since it premiered, but I don't recall Vigilante having anything to do with mermaids. I wouldn't think it'd be a thing unless he was like cool with Aqualad. But maybe I forgot. Season 2 just launched from what I heard. His outfit looks so dumb though. Yeah, it does. Looks fun to me, just like it does when the show. But they tunified it. Yeah, and this game is heavily like tunified, which I like. I do like that. Um, I like the phrasing even tunified. So Stack of Fear. When any ally adds a debuff to an enemy Sinestro, stacks of fear, blah, 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 blah. Inflict stack of fear on an enemy. Um, First bars. Wait, when he inflicts a stack of fear on an enemy, but I thought he's the one who's gaining stacks of fear. Power of fear, stack of fear, two different things. Hey, maybe be sure about that. Attacks enemy row, superpower damage, also weaken, blah, 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 prioritizes debuffs. Okay. Attack enemy dealing superpower damage, and then this one is additional damage per stack of fear. If the enemy has debuffs, chance. Where's the stack of? Wait, no, there's a stack of fear thing. Oh yeah, yeah. There's a chance of adding one stack of fear for 2 turns, and then stack of fear. Yeah, knocks back the ball. Okay, and this is where it kind of gets confusing because they have like stacks also on Jessica Cruz, but it means something different. I wish they would find a different like word for it. Knocks back the action bar by 30% when added and decreases. So I'm gonna have to pay more attention to this, and I'll cop to it at the beginning of the video. When the power of fear reaches 6 stacks, the ultimate point goes down by 1, and then this is also affected by his this thing here. This really is the perfect place to display them if I'm trying to do trios. Nope, didn't get crypto. I was just mentioning the fact that I thought it was going to be not very, but like free to play attainable. And like I said, you only start to panic with 2 days left and you haven't gotten it, and I'm in panic mode. But we'll see. We'll see if I get him in the end. We shall see. So that's that. Raven. Superpower damage equal to blah, blah, blah. Also permanently decreases their attack by 8%. There's something that's in her kit to where she does an additional damage. Duplicates all the debuffs on the target. Yeah, this is why I wanted to hurry up and get her up to rank 10. She duplicates all the debuffs on her ultimate. Why don't I run her ultimate sooner? Revives dead allies. Upon dealing damage, randomly adds 1 stack. Lasts 2 rounds. When triggered, the instance damage gains additional 30% life. So they're so good. They're so good. When triggered, additionally inflicts fear on the target for 2 rounds. If the target has 5 or more types of buffs, the damage taken is dealt by the ultimate. Right. The damage was taken, dealt by the ultimate. Inflicts fear. If the target has 5 or more buffs. Yeah, okay. This is the revive. And this is just, so she's dealing damage here. This does nothing. This ensures that you're putting out a type of debuff, and then this can double the debuffs that you have out there. Grodd is the one that I'm least familiar with, to be frank. I only know his ultimate really well. When attacked, he has 30% chance to increase 1 random debuff. God, they are good together. Y'all were not lying. I just noticed that Fear Emblem is a little ghost. That's so cute. It is adorbs. It's totes adorbs. At the start of battle, gains 40% damage reduction for 2 rounds when taking damage. This is just good for a tank to have. It's really good for a tank to have. He's dealing this armor break here, and then on the ultimate, uses telepathy to they're really, the fear and knocking back the turn meter is huge. I wish they could go past that 1 round thing though, where you can't push him all the way back to the next round. If the target has 4 more types of debuffs and control effects. The knockback attack is, they work so well together. All right, so I guess I'll go over Grodd's first, and then I will do Raven, and then Sinestro. I guess that's how that works. I guess that's the best way to go about it. Okay, so we will record that, and I will just have to cop that. I don't know this team as well, so I will be surprised. And then I got to give Enzo credit for that. So here we go. Coming in 3, 2. So wait, whoa. We gotta be consistent. Consistent. And actually, what happened there? Did I do it again? Am I being ridiculous? I think I did. Okay, here we go. Transition. Okay, so did I start? Whatever, who cares? All right, coming in. I just noticed. Yeah, okay. I'll try to keep the chat up so I can see it. I'm gonna need I have a third monitor here. I need to find the divider so I can split it up and add this thing here. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Y'all don't need to know. Y'all don't care. Y'all don't care. Anyway, coming in 3, 2. Shout out to the homie Enzo. And I'm sure plenty of you have said this or would have said this, but this was the suggestion that he put out for me to try. I do know that Raven and Sinestro go well together, and I have my sneaking suspicions about Grodd. I haven't developed him much, to be completely frank. So what I'm going to do right now is, this is the second trio. We're going to talk about how Sinestro, Raven, and Grodd are an amazing debuff team. Let's get to the video. All right. Coming in 3, 2. Hi guys, I'm Grodd here, and this is a DC Worlds Collab video. In this video, so we're gonna go over what is basically a debuff trio. Now I know they do set up teams for this stuff, and I will go to the team synergy down here real quick. For Sinestro's team synergy, you do need all deployed allies get blah blah, but during battle, each type of debuff will increase the damage received by the enemy by 3% up to a limit of 15%. Now, what I expected to see here was debuff teams, but actually what you need for this to activate is a tank and a support. Good thing Grodd is a tank and Raven is a support. So now, I will admit also to not knowing their kits nearly as well as like when I had the block team. So I did know they worked well together. I did a quick read through, like before recording this. I didn't realize how well they work together, so let's be surprised together. So hopping right into Grodd. Now, from what you've seen and what you're gonna understand of, and actually, you know what? We're gonna work backwards, actually. I've just changed my mind. We're gonna work backwards because basically the engine to this whole thing is Sinestro. We wanna get as many debuffs out there so that he can actually do all the damage. So on his passive here, or we'll do the first passive. When he inflicts a stack of fear on an enemy, he progresses on the action bar by 20%. We come here, when any ally adds a debuff to an enemy, Sinestro gains 1 power of fear up to a max of 6 stacks. When Sinestro casts an ultimate, he consumes all the stacks of power of fear. For every 1 stack consumed, ultimate damage temporarily gains 10% bonus. I'm saying this and I'm going through this back and forth because I do get confused by how they use the words stack of fear, and then power of stacks when they stack up. That can be very, very, very confusing. So I am going to try to point that out a little bit because it is kind of confusing that the power of fear stacks are not the same as the stack of fear. You're stacking the fear on the enemy, and the power of stacks is something that you'll see stack on him. So now, basically what you're trying to understand is that you want your allies to put debuffs out onto the enemy, because as they're putting debuffs out onto the enemy, this is giving him stacks of fear, and that stacks of fear will then add damage to his ultimate attack, which is uses the Bone Claw to deal superpower damage equal to 50% of attack to all enemies. If the enemy has debuffs, there is a chance of adding 1 stack of fear, the fear debuff, for 2 turns. Afterwards, deal superpower damage equal to 200% of the attack row, increases damage to the front row to 235%. Now, the stack of fear, which is the actual debuff, knocks back the action bar by 30% when added and decreases damage dealt by 15% afterwards. So they're going to do less damage and they're going to have the turn pushed back when this ultimate goes off if he adds a stack of fear. Now, chance is another kind of buff thing. It's just something that they've explained pretty well, actually. The more types of debuffs the enemy has, the higher the chance. When there are 5 types of debuffs, the chance increases to 100%. So if I can get 5 debuffs out there, there's a 100% chance that we're going to add a stack of fear. Okay? So this means that we really want a bunch of types of debuffs out there. And then forgive, because I'm really going to go back through. You're adding 1 stack of slow here. You're going to add potentially attacks an enemy rogue dealing superpower damage. It adds 1 stack of 2 of the 3 buffs. So you're going to either add weaken, slow, or armor break. You're going to add 2 of those 3 when you're doing his advanced attack. And then it prioritizes the target. It prioritizes debuffs that the target is currently not inflicted with. So, for example, when you see Grodd's kit, you're going to see that he puts out armor break. That means that it's then going to put out slow and weaken. If you're going to get weakened from Ocean Mist, I just was looking at, then you're going to put out slow and armor break. So those are that's the kit for Sinestro, and basically what we're looking for is putting out a bunch of different types of debuffs. We're going to go straight into Gorilla Grodd. Let's go ahead and cycle back on over through. There he is. Now, Gorilla Grodd, on his first thing you do, on his basic armor break. Now, one thing that is a problem with Gorilla Grodd, and this is what I've been debating. This is a debate that I've had. And actually, you know what we can do? Just to make this a little bit easier for you guys. Yeah, okay, coming back in 3, 2. So, thought it might be easier for you to read if I did it this way. I'm not going to start the video over though. I'll do it this way so that you guys can see the actual kit itself a little bit better. So, deals physical damage equal to 85% of the attack, and then deals armor break. Okay, so armor break, what that does is decreases defense by 20% and crit resistance by 5%. So the funny part about this is they're weakening you as they're going through this, adding armor break, but at the same time they're gonna hit you harder because, especially Sinestro, because you have those debuffs out there. This passive at the start of battle, and this is what makes him a really good tank, and very good for this section, which is why I have HP, and it may not be absolutely necessary, but it does make him pretty hard to put down. At the start of battle, gains 40% damage reduction for 2 rounds when attacking damage from damage dealers with debuffs. Each type of debuff grants him 5% damage reduction. So the more types of debuff you have out, the more damage reduction he has, the harder it is for him to fall. At the start of battle, damage reduction gain is increased to 55%. I did forget something on Sinestro. I'm going to go back to that in a second. When attacked, he has a 30% chance to increase 1 random type of debuff the damage dealer has by 1 stack for 3 rounds. So you're going to potentially, and this has gone up to 50% chance, duplicate a random debuff and have it last for 3 rounds. On his ultimate attack, uses telepathy on the enemy back row, dealing super power damage equal to 80% and knocking back, this is the part that I love, knocking them back 25% of the action bar, and also adds 1 stack of slow and 1 stack of weaken for 2 turns. If the target, if the target has 4 or more types of debuffs, which we're trying to get them out there, control effects, control effects, it's good that they put that in there. So they're also meaning not just debuffs, but also stuns, silences, freeze. The knockback effect increases by 15%, so it'll be up to a 40% chance. And then knockback of the action bar increases to 35% here at rank 10, which then means if you take this into account, it'll be a full 50%. And then you know what weaken does, attack by 8%, and block break by 5%, and then slow, you reduce speed by 5%. So basically, you want a lot of debuffs going out. Now, one thing that I did not go over in Sinestro's kit, we'll touch on it real quick now, is that right now you see that there is a limit. Oops, let's go this way. Right now you see that there's a limit of the, based on what I was reading, there is a limit to the amount of power stacks he could have, which will then limit the damage. The power stack reaches 6, and that's the max that it has here. Then the ultimate point consumption is decreased by 1. We want that to happen because it is 4 right now for his ultimate, which is very expensive, and it steals energy from others and also kind of puts up like a roadblock behind characters that are behind him in the ultimate order. If you do run auto mode like I love to do, so this becomes very important to get those stacks up to 6, which Grodd helps get that up to. Grodd and Raven get that up very, very quickly so that his ultimate cost reduces to 3, and it makes it much more affordable within the team that you're in. Additionally, when we come here, on his badge, this maximum of the power of fear that he can stack goes up to 10. And that's just at tier 1. So you're going to be able to unlock a whole lot more damage just by doing the first tier of his badge. When collecting the power of fear, there is a 20% chance of collecting an additional one. So that means you can get 2. 20% of you getting 2 instead of just 1. When other allies add debuffs and the target is inflicted with fear, increases the additional chance of collecting by 100%. Monstrous. I didn't even know that. Monstrous. Absolutely monstrous. Okay. Let's go back to Grodd because I'm going to check Grodd's badge real quick too. Because I have done absolutely nothing in his badge. I may not even have it unlocked for me to look at. Yeah, I don't even have it unlocked for me to look at. I haven't done anything to his badge, so we'll come back to that another time. Another day. I may be able to do that through his character files. I might go back and do that. Raven. I absolutely love Raven. I have her rank 10. She is one of my favorite characters in the game. In the very, very beginning, she is huge for you. If you do not have a healer, she revives, and it's incredible. Later on in the game now, and she might have fallen off only because I started putting my resources into other characters. Now in the game, she is a very good member of my team. I absolutely love her. On her just a basic attack, or you would think, on her passive, she revives, which is awesome and puts out shelter. This doesn't necessarily benefit the team in the sense of the debuffs. However, here, upon dealing damage, this goes back to the basic now, randomly adds 1 stack of a damage type of debuff. So bleed, poison, burn, frostbite. So we're not doing the weakest or armor break that you get from Grodd or Sinestro, which is giving us a different type of debuff. When triggered, this instance of damage gains an additional 30% lifesteal if the target has 3 or more types of debuffs. So while Gorilla Grodd and Sinestro are putting out those debuffs, she is going to get 30% lifesteal. When triggered, additionally inflicts fear on the target for 2 rounds if the target has 5 or more types of debuffs and the damage taken was dealt by the ultimate. So when she does her ultimate, she could add fear for 2 rounds if there are 5 types of debuffs. Yeah. And it says when triggered. When triggered is upon dealing damage. The ultimate, it's fun. Why I really want to take her to rank 10. Deal superpower, because this thing right here, okay, let me get to them. Okay. Deal superpower damage equal to 300% of attack to the enemy target with the most debuffs. So whoever has the most debuffs, you're getting hurt. Also permanently decreases the attack by 8% and defense by 8% as we go down. Increases damage to 410%, damage decreases 10%. Last one, duplicates all debuffs on the target by 1 stack for 2 rounds. Duplicating all the debuffs on them. Insane. All right. So that is this team, and that is how they work there, and it's incredible. I'm more surprised by them because I really was focused on my block team, and I have not looked at them this much before. It is stupid how good they are. I'm gonna run them into this Superman comp, and we will put in Zatanna for the crits and the extra heals that we could get. I kind of want. I'm gonna do it. It's kind of cheating, but I'm gonna do it. I'm putting in Mr. Terrific. Why am I putting in Mr. Terrific? Because no, they do put out burns. In this specific scenario, Mr. Terrific, when he does his team synergy and when he does his attack, and I maybe not be able to run this with Grodd, when he does his ultimate, he duplicates the debuffs and mirrors them. Yeah, that's right, on his ultimate. He duplicates the debuffs on his team and sends them back to Superman and Starfire in this situation. So you're adding more debuffs. I do run Terrific with Sinestro quite often because that does add the stack of fear on the backside of Power of Fear, on the backside for Sinestro, and it just puts more different types of debuffs out there if they're giving us debuffs. Can also help detonate some of the burns that would be out there from what she's putting out in terms of damage type of debuffs. If there's burns out there, or if they're giving us burns, he ships those right back to him. And then we will put in Zatanna, a little bit of extra heal. This may not go great for me. We're gonna run. Oh, here's one issue. Grodd I'm gonna put behind Sinestro because Grodd's ultimate count is 2, which means he is eating up anything that's left behind. His is 4, which means he may block a lot. So having the 4 in front of the 2, that still equals 6, so they should be okay with each other. However, it may mean that Mr. Terrific does not get much of a chance to go. So we're gonna run this and just see. But I guess this will be more of an experiment side of things, see how it goes. But we're gonna watch all the debuffs that get put out. We'll put this at 2x because I need to pay extra close attention here. Enzo said actually add Nightwing and Ocean Master, which I would have done because they are very good at putting out a lot of debuffs, but I did just do a video on them. And it feels like I only use them. So you see all these types of debuffs out here? One sec. Let me click that ellipses. All those debuffs are already on Superman. That's stupid. His stack of fear is already up to 5. Now it's up to 6. Here comes the ultimate attack. This should be powerful. Yeah, it did a good amount of damage. And this is no slouch of a Superman, by the way. We're on turn 3, and look at all the stuff that we've done to them. Look at everything we've done to them. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, hit subscribe and a dislike. I'm okay with that as well. This team is fun. Look at all those debuffs he sent back. He didn't mirror all of them back, but he got a lot of them back. He's already back up to Stack of Fear 8. Like Power Fear 8. He's already back up to 8. That is dumb. And she's about to deal so much more damage and double up deep. Look at what all those debuffs she did. Look at that. This is a lot of fun, I have to admit. I understand the excitement. I do. So much fun. They were right. Look at all those debuffs on Starfire. She has no chance. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. No chance. That was fun. That was genuinely fun. I like that. That was fun. Yeah. So guys, it is time for me to hit the road. I gotta work. Well, actually, I'm gonna try to pick up some groceries. I don't know if I should pick up groceries now or later. Why does this thing keep moving? Whatever, dog. I'm gonna leave it for now. It might be time for me to get some groceries, I think. Yeah, when you see all the debuffs, it is so much fun to see all those debuffs stack up. It is. That's what I like about Ocean Master and Nightwing so much. It's fun to see those debuffs stack. It is so much fun. So now I have to figure out a way to work on Green Arrow, Red Hood, and well, Wonder Woman doesn't need anything worked on her because I stay with Wonder Woman being at the top of my levels. I think that actually, what's up here? What's up here? I haven't even looked at this yet. Should I run that team I just did? Because I have been running basically like this, but why not? Why not? Let's see what's up. We'll do this real quick, and this will be another very big thank you for the shouts. And I think, and also I got to start putting Grodd, making Grodd a priority. That is for sure. And then I had who? Was it Zatanna? No, it wasn't Zatanna. Was it Zatanna that I had? What was the other one I had on there? Well, I can use her now. The crits won't hurt. Pain don't hurt. What movie was that? Okay. I think it was Zatanna. Well, let's see if I get 37.6 done. Oh my goodness. I am procrastinating. I do not feel like today is going to be a day. Man, it's going to be a hell of a day. And then tonight. And I said I was going to cut my hair. So I was going to, I didn't do any of that mess. Didn't do any of that mess. Are they gonna, what's going on? Ayo. Oh, I don't even know if maybe I should put Kid Flash in instead. Because the crits mean that they're dependent. Ooh, bam in the face. The crits, the frantics, and the support from Zatanna, Raven on Survival, means that Grodd is going to have to do damage in order to heal himself up, and he just doesn't where he's not there for damage. So the crits aren't exactly like Zatanna's not a true support for him in that situation, in that scenario. Well, here comes Grodd back. Oh no, wait. Oh wait, well, what? Oh, that wasn't her turn. That was just an ultimate. How many? All the debuffs are on Bizarro. We love that. Yeah, it should have been Kid Flash. Albeit, if we were getting some debuffs, Mr. Terrific could be supporting us in this as well. Knock him back. All right. Yeah. Oh. Well, let's see. It is so many debuffs out there right now. I think even though Grodd is down, we still have a good shot. Albeit, maybe I should be running this with Ocean Master and Nightwing this time. Instead of Terrific and Zatanna, save Terrific for DCU on Team 2. Maybe that would work. Let's see. Uh-oh. Where's my mouse? Oh, there it is. All right. Restart. Pop, pop, pop. Why is my phone buzzing? Why is my phone buzzing? Oh shit, he does have block on him. I don't need to change the ultimate order, do I? Maybe that would be smart. I don't know. Wasn't that the Major Pain movie? Entirely possible. I haven't seen Major Pain in like at least 30 years. And I was like, can I even say that? No, I can definitely say that. I think it's been like 30 years since I've seen that movie, legit. I don't know if I should put, because that's putting out a lot more debuffs, but am I overdoing it then? Is it necessary is the question. By the way, take note of how big of a difference of what I'm hitting up in when you're doing like a proper, not proper strategy, but when you're strategizing and stuff. Look at how much higher up I'm trying to attempt with these teams because I'm trying to work the synergies and the debuffs and everything like within, trying to use the mechanics and stuff. You can hit pretty high up. Still feeling like I needed extra support, more heals. And I think it's just because my Grodd is weak, the way I have him built. Because this team has no heal, not for real. Oh, a bunch of bleeds. Oh, he lost debuffs. I'm genuinely wondering if it would have been better for Ocean Master to have his ultimate out first. They are doing so much damage though. I feel like the debuff team is the team that I'll pull out if the block team isn't going to make it, if that makes sense. Because I think the block team is still, might still be better than this. I don't know. I guess it's situational. Can't really call that, can I? Because the thing I keep seeing that I want to see happen more often is more we can put out there on the enemy team. So that way they're not doing as much damage. Therefore, like the heals aren't so vital. Like right now, Kid Flash being able to, and see Raven doing the return from death for Grodd. I would rather have had Nightwing fall and then Raven revive Nightwing. Ooh, not what we wanted. None of this is what we wanted to have happen. Okay. They are hitting like trucks though. I feel like there's a way for me to get this to work. Anyway, so I gotta go. Hey bro, do you know how to complete System Recovery 10.1? It won't complete one of the tasks. I always run the team with the heal reinforcement. Also, my order of debuff team isn't Sinestro, Grodd, Ocean Master, then Raven, then Nightwing. Sinestro, Grodd, Ocean Master. Okay, so you want the. Okay. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. System recovery 10-1. Can I even go back? I guess I can go back that far. Let me see. Boop, 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 boop. Can you tell how much I'm procrastinating? 10-1. I mean, that's pretty straightforward. 3 characters have to stay alive to the end. You can't use any tactical characters. You need to beat it without tactical. Even when I beat it with a full tank team, it won't complete the task. And there's not a tactical. Wait, no. Like no blue characters. So like, is that it? Oh, have a good night, Zay. Because you're saying all tank, but that tank doesn't mean no tactical. Because if you got Grodd in there, for example, that's tactical. It needs to be either almighty, all reds, or all agile green. Is that what it is? Oh, my chat isn't even showing up. What is going on, bro? What is this? What is this? Tactical is, yeah. I think that might be it. I think that might be it. Because I had that confusion too at the beginning of the game with like the difference between like what is a class and what is a trait. It took me a minute to get used to it actually. But yeah, I think that's what it is. Oh, I thought tactical just meant characters with the sword. Nope. Sword icon is actually DPS anyway. That's damage dealers. Then you have the shield, which is tank, and then that cross is support. And then when they say like trait, like tactical blue, agile is green, and then mighty is red. So there you go. All right, cool. So glad we got that clear for you. All right, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you. I will see you tomorrow to watch Flashpoint Paradox potentially. For those of you who are on the Patreon, we're gonna try Flashpoint Paradox, see how that goes. Black Adam is postponed / canceled until further notice, until I can figure out this copyright thing, because I'm not trying to go to court. So we will see. And I'll give you guys a warning in case. But yeah, it'd be good to see you guys with Flashpoint Paradox tomorrow.